Good morning, y'all. I hope you're at Crafty Hope. It is Monday, January 20th, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Pat is off from work, and it's cold. It's like real cold. We woke up to 24-degree temperatures. It's supposed to snow here in South Alabama tomorrow. I think possibly the most snow we've had in like over 30 years. So yeah, so that's all kind of up in the air. So right now I have sat down at my desk. I have some yogurt and fruit and granola for breakfast, along with some coffee. I'm gonna make my list for the week and for today of things I want to do. We stayed up a little late last night. Well, we had dinner early because we didn't have lunch. We had some smoothies later in the day, and then I made dinner kind of early, and then we binged all 6 episodes of The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Lived. I think that's what it's called, or The Ones Who Live, something like that. Yeah, so I'm hoping to, since I'm not planning on leaving the house for like 4 days, our high today is only like 42, but with like a wind chill of, I don't even know, it's cold. It's really cold. So I'm hoping to stay in, work on the house, work on my crafts, work on other things, and just get stuff done. We'll see. It's already almost 10:30, so that's not working out so great. I do need to get I've got a chuck roast to put in the crock pot for dinner tonight. That'll be nice. I'm having trouble getting my computer to come on. So I'm just gonna get to it. As soon as I finish breakfast, I'm gonna, like I said, work on getting dinner started for later, but it'll be nice to have that done. I'll just make, I'll roast some potatoes, and make a salad, I think, to go with it. I also want to get the menu made for this week because I did do a little bit of shopping over the weekend to kind of, I think if you saw last week's vlog, to kind of help even it out. So yeah, I'm gonna work on catching up for a little bit and have some breakfast. It's been like a nothing of a day. Really, I've done a couple things. I've worked on some videos. I've got a flip through of my art journal advent that's going to go up. I'm gonna put y'all down real quick. And got that done. Started transferring over vlogs. I need to do my Thrifty Thursday haul videos. I think this past week that I did is going to go up on Friday, since I have a Thrifty Thursday. Got some stuff on my desk, including the papers I picked up for I picked them up yesterday, but it'll be the next Thrifty Thursday haul. I think I'll share it with everybody. But yeah, so I'm just trying to, I think I'm gonna get in here and craft a little before I do some more work. I got my menu made for the week, kind of based on what we have in the house. So I'm gonna pick up a little bit, including my little stamp that I made, and maybe get a little bit of art done. Maybe, yeah, and just kind of see what else. It's just after 2. It could be almost 3. Yeah, it's 20 till 3. So it's, like I said, I've gotten things done, but I've kind of just taken it slow also. I keep getting pulled into social media, and that's not where I really want to be today. So every time I get on, I'm like, get off. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna play. I'm actually, what am I gonna do? I might do an art journal, but I also have this piece I altered with some excess cereal box strips. I feel super close there. And I want to play with it some more maybe, but I'd like to do maybe a little art journaling too. So I don't know, maybe the assemblage, I don't know. It's about time. If I want to spray paint anything, then I ought to go ahead and do that. So I might got a couple things for assemblages I wouldn't mind working on this week that I kind of want to have spray painted, so I might do that. I don't know. It's awful cold, awful windy, awful humid, so I may just have to delay that till next week and hope that it's better. Yeah. Because, you know, you're not supposed to spray paint when it's too hot, too cold, too humid. And it's, yeah. All right. Back to cleaning up this mess. And, yeah, maybe I'll show you a before and after. I just checked the weather and I think my brain is going to explode. Tomorrow, the low is 14, but will feel like 5. And the high is 29. In the next hour, it's going to be 32. In the next hour, it'll be freezing. And it does not get above freezing until Wednesday afternoon for about an hour, and then it drops again. Y'all, I am in South Alabama. We are not built for this. I don't even have like curtains on most of my windows to keep like I'm real tempted to go hang a blanket over my craft room window. I've got a suspension rod in there right now, and I'm like, maybe I should, because we don't have, it's been cold like this before. It has, but I just don't like it. I think I'm gonna run outside. My husband didn't want me to do it, but I think I'm gonna put some beer koozies over the outside faucets real quick. It's quickly getting dark, so I'm gonna throw my jacket on and do that, and then get dinner started. I've happily done some crafting, some art journal pages. We get out the hallway where that heater's running. I've happily done some art journal pages most of this afternoon, and I'm real happy. I put a roast in the crock pot this morning, so I'm just gonna make my potatoes and salad here in a minute, and we're going to not freeze. Yeah, we're getting between 1 and 5 inches of snow tomorrow. Yeah, if you know friends in the South, if it's too late by the time you see this, it's too late, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna work on videos and stuff all day tomorrow, and art, and stay my butt inside. All right, that's it for Monday. Hopefully I will see y'all on Tuesday, maybe with some snow. Good morning from a I guess sleety. It's not quite snowing yet. It's saying it's snow, but it's definitely not snow. It's more little ice balls. So we as of this morning, we're expecting between 3 and 6 inches of snow today. Somewhere in the 4 to 5 inches range, probably, according to everything I'm seeing. So this little bit this morning is just the start. It's not really going to start snowing in earnest till probably 1 or 2. This is just the first little band coming through of this winter storm. Yeah, it feels, I can't remember what the wind chill is, but it's 28 degrees, pretty much gonna not get into the 30s today. I know I'm going to be a little all over the place about it. Yeah. Like, I love how pretty it's gonna look, and I love the shape of snowflakes, but I hate the cold, y'all. So I have got layers upon layers of clothes on at the moment. I need to put a hat on, but this little bit is ending in like 10 minutes. So I wanted to get out here and get the start of it before it gets much lighter, before everything gets too slick. So anyway, welcome to Tuesday. January 21st. I don't even know what time it is. It's 8:30-ish. Yeah, something like that. So, all right. Snow day in South Alabama. Oh my gosh, I think it's snowing. Actively, coldly, frigidly snowing. A little scared to get back on the porch because it's slippery up there. Yeah, this is crazy. I borrowed my husband's big jacket, and usually when it snows here, it's overnight, and we don't get to actually be out in the snow, and so this is crazy to me. I probably should feel colder, and I'm looking forward to getting in where it's warm, but this is so weird. So weird. I'm sure I've included quite a bit of video of the snow for y'all. It is 2:30 and it is continuing to snow and will likely continue to snow for at least another 5 hours. Yeah. It's, I don't know, looking at it, it looks like it's already at the 4-inch mark to me, but I could be wrong. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So, I don't know if you can tell my nose is completely red. I've had a runny nose all day. I did take something, so I'm hoping that'll help. I'll take some more in a couple hours. But I figured I'd give y'all another little update. I am working on my vlog, but I am finding that all I want to do is sit and look at the snow. So I'm kind of letting myself, and looking at social media of other people's, their kids playing in the snow, and yeah, just what other people are doing. So, but I don't plan to go back out in it. It's crazy to me. The light is crazy. Just the phenomenon of it. Usually, like I said, when it snows here, it's at night, and so we'll go out at night and see the snow. We've never had it start so early in the morning and been able to watch it just alter the landscape so quickly. So anyway, yeah, I'll let y'all see a little bit more, but yeah, today's all about the snow content. Tomorrow it's gonna be old news and I'll be done with it. So yeah. Oh gracious. So I'm back out in it. Yeah, I decided, Pat kind of was like, when are you going to get to do this again? Because it snows here so rare, and it's completely fluffy and weird. I've got the wrong shoes on for it, but that's okay. We're not going to be out here real long, but y'all, it's coming down pretty quickly. Zoe seems to like it. She's a little confused, but I think she likes it more than she likes rain, so that's interesting. It's super fluffy. That's the weird part. So anyway, yeah, this is weird. I'm in snow in South Alabama, and it's, I don't even know how deep, maybe close to 6 inches. Yeah. Zoe. Who got zoomies? Who got snow zoomies? They didn't stay together. is Friday, January 24th. Yeah, I missed yesterday. Our sweet puppy Zoe, who was just running around in the snow, frolicking on Tuesday, passed away yesterday morning. She, after getting up and going outside and doing her business a little slower than usual, Pat was watching her. She came in and experienced some kind of either seizure or stroke episode. She's had a couple of these episodes before, and usually we've seen the vet, we've had tests run. Usually she recovers from them after some rest, and this one she did not. It was a harrowing day because of these storms and everything here. South Alabama is not used to this kind of weather. We don't have the infrastructure in place to salt roads so that they are traversable. We don't have cars that have chains on wheels to traverse it. It's people can't get to work. Emergency services are almost suspended. It's a difficult time when it snows like this, and this was historic. This is the most snow we've ever gotten down here. So we had to decide in the snow what to do. I did find out that her vet's office was open, and once we stilled ourselves, I'll continue this in a moment. Sorry about that. Pat came in the house and I had a feeling he did not want to hear me rehash what happened yesterday. So I talked to the vet and they said they would be able to take her for cremation because, I mean, what do you do with a 90-pound dog in frozen ground? So from there we had to figure out how to get her from where she was into the truck, and snow's on everything. We are not equipped with things to get snow off of, so there's some improvisation. That sounds weird. And finagling to get all of that handled, and then we got on the roads. And where we live is between a river and a branch of another river, branch of that, I don't know. And so it's lots of dips and valleys, so hills to go up and down, and ice on the road. So it was treacherous. We slid 2 or 3 times. I'm not a casual rider, to say the least, in perfect circumstances. So it was that on top of the rest of my emotions was difficult. But we got her to the vet. Then we had to turn around and come home. We took a different route home. And like 10 minutes from the house, there's a little restaurant, and we decided we haven't eaten. It's after lunchtime. Let's go ahead and try to. Neither one of us was hungry. So we ordered food. We both ate a couple bites, boxed it up, and came home. We probably should have just come on home and gotten over the rest of the ride. We were trying to wait for the temperatures to rise a little bit to melt some more of the ice, but yeah. And we made it home and pretty much just watched movies, cried a lot. Neither one of us slept last night well. I didn't fall asleep till after midnight. And then I was up 4:35. Pat apparently woke up at 3:30, and we finally just got up at like 5:30. It's been a rough day. It's so crazy how an animal can be so ingrained in your life. Everywhere we look, reminded of things of her, or just the thoughts that are running through our head. And so it's definitely going to impact my creativity, but I don't know which way yet. So part of me wants to just work through the emotions in art. Part of me doesn't want to think about it. So I'm trying to process that right now. I'm dealing with like email and sharing last week's vlog that just went up, and the Thrifty Thursday that went up, and all of that. So handling the mundane, I guess, to some extent, the busy work, and figuring out what I want to do next. The house is quiet and empty. Y'all, if y'all watch some of these other vlogs, you know that many times I have to stop because she's barking. And I can hear the neighbor's dogs barking now. So anyway, I'm going to stop this here. I'll pop back in. I don't know how much content I'll be sharing with y'all. If I do some art, I'll share that. It's just hard to talk right now. It is Saturday, January 25th, about 11:30. It's my mom's 70th birthday. It's still cold. It's only going to get barely into 50. She's got some things, since it's the first like nicer day, she's got some things she wants to do. So we're going to do something with her later this coming week. So, and we need to get out of this house. So we are going to Pensacola. We've got a friend whose mom is moving that area, and so we're going to meet him at least over in that area. I think at least we're going to do that. And there's a tile store there that we may go check out because we need to redo that backsplash. So I think we're going to do that and maybe have a meal over there. We might stay in Pensacola. We packed a couple of things because if we, go over and have a couple drinks, kind of don't want to drive back, and that's not been a possibility before with having Zoe. So, and it's been hard. I mean, neither one of us have been able to sleep, but I don't know that going somewhere else is going to make it any easier to sleep. So we're heading out. We're going to go do something maybe in Pensacola and maybe or maybe not come home. I will try to get a couple of videos for you if we get into anything. But like I said, mostly we're going to go look at tile, help out a friend maybe, have some lunch. And yeah, so happy birthday to my mom. I've spoken to her twice, done the Facebook post, all of that. So yeah. Pat's got to put air in his tire. He's got he's filling up his tire before we get on the road to make sure everything's all good and stable. So yeah, I think he's finishing up and we're gonna hit the road. I might get some video if there's anything interesting or whatever. He was like, anything else you want to do in Pensacola? I'm like, I'll always be up for a thrift store adventure. So yeah, we'll see what we get into. Oh my gosh, y'all. Feeling a little lost today. Pat and I did stay in Pensacola last night, just a cheap hotel it was clean, it was fine, it was close to where we were. It was fine. It was nothing fancy. It was interesting to be away from the house, but really hard to come back home without our sweet puppy dog to greet us. So, yeah. And I can honestly say that in the time that we had Zoe, we didn't take a lot of trips or stay out of town much because having somebody stay with her was always a problem. So it was one of the things that we were like, well, I guess we can go and do things that are extended hours and things like that. But it's hard. I feel like that is slipping backwards somehow. Okay. So we did some thrifting. We should have gotten videos from the tile store, but I completely forgot because we were overwhelmed by how many selections. We did find some tiles we think we want to use in our guest bathroom because it needs some work. I did a little bit of thrifting. I know I got a couple of videos there. I'm not sure what I've got of our adventures last night, but we met a couple friends. Had a few drinks. Like I said, that's why we ended up staying. Pat was okay, really. I think he stopped drinking a bit before I did. Actually, I think I finished his last drink because he was like, "Man, I'm done." And he was like, "We could come home, but let's just go ahead and stay." So we stayed. The last brewery we were at was having like a book and art fair. So there was a whole art, a couple of tents. It was like 4 or 5 of them set up with a jewelry artist and fiber artist and there was some guy that had vintage t-shirts, and then there were several books. Like the local library had a used book table, and it was interesting. It was a little pop-up sale. It was neat. And that last brewery, we really liked that place. So, and I'm trying to, we think the name of it was Odd Colony, but it was, it was one of those things that we were with friends that knew the area. So they were like, okay, we're going to go down here, which is near where you parked. So it'll be good for you. And we're like, okay, great. So I'm going to have to look it up. I will try to put it below. But it was a nice evening, but it was tough to come home this morning. So I am about to record. I just did a voiceover for my Finding the Words series that I am going to try to do every month. It's an art journaling prompted thing. And then I did get one thing when we were thrifting and one thing at the little pop-up art sale last night. So I'm going to real quick record my like haul of that. And we're at a loss of what we want to do today. We're both, I don't know, we still feel untethered a bit, and not really wanting to be in the house. We're talking about maybe going down to the beach, which is what we tend to do anytime we have some kind of tragedy. So, I suppose that's a possibility. It's already after, noon. So, but just barely like 12:20 or something. So we'll see what comes of the day. I'm sorry this vlog is kind of all over the place. If yours have stuck with it, I'm sorry that the majority of it has been snow content. And yeah. So, and how did you like it? Did you see any of the haunted things I found at one of those thrift stores? I was cracking up. Yeah. Anyway, all right. This has been long enough. I'll pop back in later. So that's it probably for week. This is 4 of 2025. It's probably been the worst year. I mean, the worst week yet. It was fun. The snow was fun, but some of the other stuff that happened this week, I'm just not keen on. But I'm finishing up. I've got some potatoes in the Instant Pot. We're going to have baked potatoes with some of the pot roast we had earlier this week that I'm going to heat up and we'll put either in or on the side of with other toppings, butter, sour cream, cheese, whatever. And I'm going to make a Caesar salad. I might make some baked beans with it. I haven't decided yet. Maybe not. I think baked potato and beef and salad are plenty. So that'll probably it. And that's probably going to finish out this week. If you've stuck with me this week, I really appreciate it. I'm probably going to be struggling for a while with this loss. It's, yeah. And I know a lot of people out there are struggling with a lot of things. What's going on with our government, what's going on in the world. We're all struggling. So know that my heart goes out to you as well. Scary times, y'all. I'm going to do my best to stay positive going forward. It's tough. And try to focus on like who it can help and what joy I can bring into the world. So sometimes that's hard. We all know that. But that's just kind of how I'm hoping to look at it. So we'll see. I hope you have had a wonderful week. Let me know if you have any questions or comments, or how do you deal with the snow and the cold? It was pretty at first, and we were just done with it. There's still, I think I got a couple videos in there of some of we've got like 2 or 3 little spots on the property. And then when we took our walk along Mobile Bay on the beach, there was still some snow there too. It was kind of funny. There was one lady that kind of stopped us and she was like, "You should do this. I've got 1 foot in the snow and 1 foot in the sand, and it's so weird." And I was like, "I'm good." But I was like, "No, I'm not taking off these shoes and socks to go stand and then not have a way to dry them off." But it was funny. All right, guys. Have a great week ahead. I'll see y'all later.